Today in this video I want to show you how I made Monophobia, which is a horror game that I made in 10 days for low res jam. The game is simple, it has around 5 endings and some kind of a storyline. So I want to go shortly in how I actually got the idea for the game, how I made music, how I made the game, and what were the ideas for it. So back in July, I saw a jam on itch.io randomly, and it was called Low Res Jam, which you were limited to make a game in 64 by 64 resolution. And I was waiting for a while. I didn't have any ideas until I saw a video that was like about just showing some weird pictures and unnerving music in the background. And they stated a word monophobia in some of the videos, and that's where I got the title from. So for Monophobia, I used Game Maker Studio 2 because this is the engine that I used for basically my games. I didn't choose it because I wanted to, I literally just use it from time to time when I'm working on my other games. The game, what I've planned for it is that I want to have the game have some kind of an atmosphere. When I was making the game, I didn't really have any ideas for it. I just got more and more ideas while developing the game. And the first part is the forest part. And you spawn at the road, and the car actually goes and jump scares you in the beginning of the game. And I have a few reasons why I did that. First off, I just want to have and encourage people to go into the forest and not go to the road. And if they went to the road anyway, they would eventually find out that they can't go all the way to the road, because they will eventually hit to the end. And when they do go to the forest, they would find interesting notes that would probably help them in some ways. For example, just you can't hide from me, which I wanted people to have an idea that they should hide behind trees because the monster chases you afterwards. But anyways, if you die from the monster, you should get hints from what you should do, and the monster gets easier and easier to get away from when you die multiple times. So when I finished the forest, I kind of had an idea for the game, like the plot of the game. So this is when I added the car and the key, and this is where I added the city. And I also made new enemies in the game where if you get too close, you will actually get killed. What I also plan to do is add a phone in the game. And this is probably one of the features that I'm really proud of making. The numbers that you write, or at least you input, are actually strings. There are just 4 strings for each number, so 1, 2, 3, 4. And the game checks which strings you inputted, and then they give you a voice call. It isn't super complex, but I'm really proud of what I made because I didn't really make something like this before. So the art design for Monophobia is very simple. It's not really supposed to be 8-bit or anything, just, low res. I kinda had difficulties with the limitations for the resolution, but since I'm a really bad artist, or I'm not even an artist at all, then it wasn't that difficult. I didn't frustrate that much. I did have some problems with houses or something like that, or some various stuff, like these big pictures with the car, like the car jump scare. I'm pretty proud of it, how I made it, and this enemy animation or whatever. Alright, now I'm gonna show you how I made the music for the game, because I heard some of you ask me how I did it, so yeah, here we go. Alright, so now I'm gonna show you how I made music for the game. And it was really simple. So I go here, I have the sampler, okay, so I will replace it with something else because I don't really need it, and I will go to mini synth. Also, the music is made in FL Studio, if just to clarify. And so here you have turbo sounds, which aren't really good. So in here, I want to make them more terrible by going in presets. I click this guy, presets, randomize. So it's already a bit creepy, but it's a bit loud, so I don't really like it. So most of the time you won't get good sounds, but if you find a good sound, this one isn't bad. So I just do something like this, I guess. So I make this, then I make this a bit less loud. Then I pick another sound from Minisynth, randomize it. That's too loud. That's not good. Sorry. And I can also change this, I guess, I don't know. And I can also change the distortion if it's a bit too much or if it's too low. Okay, so I have an idea for the song. I want to make a siren, so this is gonna play out, and this is gonna be the siren, this pattern 2 thing, and I will use some, I don't know how to call these, but I'm just gonna change the pitch and the volume for it, so it sounds really, really creepy. So in this case, I'm just gonna go here. So I wanna do an automation clip for this and for this. This is for the volume, and this is gonna be for the pitch. I might as well just do this just to make it. Oops, no. Yeah, I'm not really good at FL Studio, just to let you know. Not good at all. Okay, so if you're like a musician or whatever, don't do these tips, honestly. But whatever. Okay, so this is one example. This is not actually official, but let's say if I wanted to save it, I go to File, then export it as a WAV file and an MP3 file. Test. Then click this guy and start. And we have our song. And it's absolutely terrible, but it's creepy. And that's how I made songs in Monophobia. Thank you guys for watching this high quality Infinite video, and I'll see you guys soon.